the twilight of the gods nears, brother will kill brother. Families will be sundered by murder. 4 ages are afoot. An axe age, a sword age, where shields are cloven. A wind age, a wolf age, where the world falls. No one shall be spared. Welcome to Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion RPG podcast. Prepare for adventure.
Hi, this is Kellie, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Hi, this is Kerrie, and welcome to Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion Hero to Ragnarok story. When last we met, we just had the great Scion wedding, gold gowns, silver sashes with gold thread of
Fraggers!
Yes, oh yes, it had the 2 boys. We have Leif and Eric. And now, yes, I had twin boys, yes. And were you not here for the last? You weren't. You were on the Boy Scouts. Oh, that's right.
Frost was mobilized.
Yes,
Obviously,
Frost,
somebody is
Frost
not listening to the podcast.
Thora and Torsen got married because apparently I got pregnant with 2 identical twin boys. So we had a sort of rushed wedding. Okay, but it was a lovely affair attended by, of course, our godly parents, a giantess or 2, and
incognito.
Yes, incognito. And we had it's a wedding in Iceland, of course, and at this gorgeous church, and then it followed up at a hotel. It was stunning wedding, simply stunning. So anywho, had the babies, and they're beautiful.
As in Sutton who?
Yeah, Sutton who, really, yeah. So we had the boys were born and healthy bouncing baby boys. They have like strawberry blonde hair. It's sort of a mix between my red hair and their father's blonde hair. And so, while on our at the wedding, we were given a 15-day Viking cruise for a trip, but we don't know by who. But of course,
it's very generous.
Someone very generous, but it's not like I wouldn't be suspicious of something that didn't have a name attached to it, unless of course one of my parents said, "Oh, I gave you a present, no need." So I don't know. Apparently we're going on it anyways, even though I found it highly suspicious. But it's going to be ever so romantic, and it starts off in Amsterdam. So the boys are safely with the grandparents back in Iceland, and we have jet set it off to stunning Amsterdam.
Okay, so let's go ahead and everybody introduce who they're playing today, because we actually had some people playing different characters today. So...
Hi, I'm Trevor, and I am playing Drowning Victims 1 and 2.
And we're very glad for that, right?
Yay.
And, of course, I'm Kerrie, and I'm playing Thora.
I'm Kellie, and I'm actually playing Sigrun, the Valkyrie, a.k.a. Celinda Ruñez from Buenos Aires.
Say that again, I like that.
Celinda Ruñez from Buenos Aires.
Oh, I like that.
Don't cry for me, Argentina! Okay, I won't go on. But unfortunately, I am forced to be on this cruise.
And this is Sandy, and I am playing Heffring, and she is the daughter of Roan.
You're Roan from when we were in...
You know, the translucent sister.
Okay, yeah.
It's with the hyphen.
Oh, Roan.
Yeah.
Okay, and She is has pale Nordic features, and she loves drowning people, and she loves drowning really handsome men.
She likes long
Most of
walks
all.
up short piers.
All right. So Thora, your husband and you show up to Amsterdam, and you guys are enjoying some of the sights. Before
Yes.
you check into the cruise line.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh yes. Well, once we check
First
in,
class
so
travel. All
we
the
get
way.
we do get the option. We get to visit Anne Frank's house, and of course, I would really like to do that.
Okay.
So off we go, and we get to see all of that. It'll be very interesting.
All right. So you guys go. You do the touristy thing. You know, you get
Uh-huh.
to see Anne Frank's house. You kind of get a little overtaken of the ancientness of Amsterdam, the cobblestones, the age of the town. So as you get to the cruise line and you check into the check-in location, you get onto your ship, and it's Uller's Blessing.
Oh,
that's the name of the
really?
ship?
That's the name of the ship? That is so awesome.
And of course, they basically tell you it's named after because Uller is the god of snow and frost, and his blessing is when he fills the rivers high after the winter frost.
He's also a very nice guy. At least the only one I've met him.
No, he's a bit of a stick in the mud.
No, he isn't.
So when you guys get on the cruise ship, what is it you and your husband are going to start doing?
Well, you gotta go to the rooms, like that. Check out the room.
Chris in the room.
Chris in the room. Shuffleboard the room. No.
Yes, unfortunately, your husband's half dragging you to the room.
Yeah. So after all, it is our honeymoon. Though I did ask specifically before we left to have fertility not be on me.
Do you have someone with fertility with that power?
Yes. She does.
Bryn.
Yeah.
Did Bryn buy that power?
Yes, she did. No, she got it with the ring.
Can I do it with
No.
the
Oh,
Bryn, the
the
ring gives you access
oh,
to fertility. You have to purchase the power.
The power to.
All right, well, then we're definitely
yeah.
practicing safe sex.
Yeah, it worked so well the
She
last
visited
time.
the doctor and got.
Well, you know, I'm also like, since I will have to breastfeed, so I'm probably pumping. Just saying, and sending it back.
Teenage
Breastfeeding
boys
is
all
very
over the world.
important.
It is.
Teenage boys all over the world are now envisioning that.
Well, that's not my problem. But I
But it is
believe in
better for the-
breastfeeding.
It is better for the babies.
And for the mother. So that's just going to have to be some extra luggage.
Thankfully, your suite has a little fridge
Yeah. Well, we would have arranged that in advance.
because it's going to be 15 days.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and that's if you make it back from Budapest. So
Budapest.
Budapest,
Budapest.
American. All right. So when you get on the ship and you go to your nice, elegant dining room, you're introduced to your table guests.
Oh, table guests. So we didn't get a private table.
You
I
didn't get a
specifically
private-
asked the maitre d'. Oh well, I guess we'll have
It's
to.
a small ship.
It is
Live
a small
with it.
ship.
And
I
it's a
agree.
shame
It's not
you
like one of
didn't
the
buy
big
your own
ships.
tickets.
That's true.
So you're of course you and your husband are the first to eat because of course you've worked up quite an appetite in your estate.
Well, no. Traditionally, they try and wait for all the guests to arrive. Just saying. It's much more informal
on a
than I
small-
guess.
On a small, yeah, on a small ship. It would
Do I
be.
have to spend a point of faith
No.
to get you guys to work with me?
That's fine. That's fine.
Criminy, we're trying to introduce some people. Okay, so you and your husband are the first to sit, and then all of a sudden another lady who's actually she's a beautiful looking woman comes
Yes.
walking up to your table, and how is she dressed?
In flowing, kind of loose, kind of like hippie robes.
She's bohemian.
Yeah, in blues and greens.
Is this cruise formal or informal?
Yeah.
Are we talking ghetto carnival cruise?
You
or
can
are we
get away
talking-
with whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I always dress for dinner on a cruise, but that doesn't mean it has to be so. It would be, sort of a smart casual sort
Okay.
of thing,
And she has numerous pearl necklaces.
Oh.
One's black, one's white.
Can't speak up to that now. Because it's barely registering your voice in that place. It's
And mother of pearl earrings.
Okay. Alrighty. And do you introduce yourself to the people at your table? He looks like he might be fun to drown.
He's taken.
Yes. My name is Heffron. I am so pleased to meet you.
Okay, and of course,
Leslie, I don't have a cult, do I? Nope, not this character.
Maitre D he pulls the chair out to seat for you, and you're just, are you looking around the room? to see?
Yeah.
Quite a few attractive young males.
Yes, checking out the other, the males and the women.
She bends that way.
Well, Mom prefers good-looking men, but she'll take anything.
Okay. And after a few moments, a distinguished-looking gentleman. He's got dark features, very pale skin, blue eyes. He comes to the table in his white tuxedo, gives each of you a polite nod, before he takes his seat. He says, "Hello, my name's Simon. And you are?"
I'm Thora Donnelly Thorson. And this is my husband. Did we establish a first name for him, or did we just
It's up to you.
we've been calling him Tor Torson?
Yeah.
Tor Torson.
Okay.
We're on our honeymoon.
He rises, takes your hand and kisses it, and then politely shakes your husband's hand. And says, "You have a very beautiful wife, sir."
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and he basically, "You look familiar. Is there anything I could have seen you in internationally?" And he's quite American, by the way.
I'm trying to.
You are an MMA
Oh no, I'm not MMA. I do competitive
martial arts.
martial arts. Yes, I do competitive martial arts, among other things. I also have I'm also very good with electronics.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, perhaps that's where I've seen you before.
Are you in the competition circuit? I'm mostly specialized in the south, the South and the Texas area.
And no, I'm not physical like that. I'm more of an intellectual kind of person. But the mere act of martial arts is a fascinating thing. I've probably made an app or two for martial arts.
Oh, really? What kind of app? Oh, so you're a tech guy.
Yeah, I'm into technology, and he basically pulls out his cell phone, and he's got like dozens of apps on his iPhone, and it's martial arts training at home app, and it's basically it's like one of those how-to martial arts books, but as an app.
So like
15
how
minute...
to be a ninja?
Yeah, exactly.
Like picture book that you can. No. Sorry, I'm still bitter about that movie.
Lens flare. Okay, and then
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that movie.
And he then turns to your other guest at the table and introduces himself.
How do you do?
And he says, "How do you do? Have we met?"
I think I would have remembered, but no.
Speak up.
I think I would have remembered, but no, I don't believe we have met before.
He kind of gives you a very coy smile with a little glint in his eyes. He kisses your hand.
But I am
Eyes.
very pleased to meet you.
Perhaps we can meet more later. Perhaps at the pool.
Ah, yes. I do love the water.
And then as he continued with some small talk, and he sits down.
Mr. Simon, are you traveling alone?
Oh, I'm actually traveling on business. It's family business.
Oh, and you're doing it through a cruise. How excellent.
I figured to make the most out of it and enjoy the historical scenes of the family's, heritage.
Business and pleasure.
As most things should be combined.
And what business is your family in?
Oh, currently it's in networking. We're working on social networking at the moment, but we're trying to see what we can do, globally speaking.
Ah, globally.
Question, out of character, out of thing. As a being of, a
Creature of legend.
A creature of legend. Can I tell she has legend?
You sense that yes, she is probably a creature of legend. She seems to be very, very beautiful compared to most women.
Yeah, the mist seems to coalesce.
Exactly, just like the Percy Jackson mist. She seems strikingly beautiful. I mean, we're talking not just runway model. We're talking people want to look at her.
And what about Mr. Simon?
He seems to be a little more
Than what?
juice than human, but he seems to not be that much more. You're not getting a...
Like he might not be fully tapped or something.
Oh, he could be tapped, but
Could
you're
be
not
tapped?
sensing much.
Okay.
Unless you have some epic perception.
Perception, no. Wits, yes. Perception, no.
Okay. So after a few moments and they take your orders for cocktails, all of a sudden your fifth guest comes to the table. Go ahead and describe who comes to the table.
I am tall, blonde, dark skinned though, like suntanned, type of thing, but blue eyes. And I'm wearing a simple, long, black dress, but it's very elegant. It's got a rather high slit. And the only piece of jewelry I'm wearing is an armband.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it gold or silver or what?
It's gold.
It's gold.
Okay, do you
Yes.
introduce yourself to the table?
It's like, is this my table?
As-
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Selena Ronez.
How do you do?
And I have a cocktail in my hand. And I take a drink. I do very well. Thank you.
As she was just nonchalantly throwing one back.
I just take my seat.
Imagine you're saying, what does the lady have to do to get around? Get some food
Now-
around here.
Now, Selena, you do get kind of that twinkly feeling that you get.
Celinda, excuse me.
Celinda?
Celinda.
You get that twinkling feeling with Thora's husband.
Ah.
What? Excuse
Okay.
me? Pardon me?
She, for
I'm gonna
some reason,
Okay,
she's...
ignoring you. I'm going to ask your husband's name.
He gives it. Thorson.
Torso.
Thorson.
And
Well,
notice...
then, Kerrie, you're running your husband as well.
What?
You're running your husband
Oh,
as
I'm
well.
running my husband.
Yeah, you're
Well,
running your
usually
husband.
you're playing him.
Well, I'm gonna let you in this case situation.
Torson.
Torson. And you notice that I say it perfectly.
With perfect
I
Icelandic
know
undertone.
And Thora notices it too.
She
What
pronounces
do-
it just like his mother does.
Yeah.
What do you do?
We're in the fishing business, right?
Tour guide and fishing.
I'm a tour guide and in the family fishing business in Reykjavik.
Interesting. Do you ever...
Do I ever...
Do you ever... Are you good at fighting any, do you...
I've never had the opportunity.
Just strike me as somebody who's, has a certain, I don't know,
Je ne sais quoi,
Untapped
as his wife says.
yeah.
ability?
yes, yes, you
Kerrie,
seem
it's
to
something
have,
completely different.
Okay, I
from
was
that.
like,
you seem to have the,
And yes, Kerrie, Thora is picking up she's a creature of legend.
oh yeah, big time.
I'm sizing her up too, because I'm having, it's like, I know, have that certain je ne sais quoi. That
Yes.
certain predatory feel.
Well, could be from my many tournaments and recent, I guess,
Do you
forays into
tournament?
battle.
I'm looking at your husband, cutting you off.
Bitch! They don't say that out loud. Like,
It's like, Torsen, do you tournament?
no, I fish and tour. Though I've seen many things this world has to offer through the eyes of my beautiful wife.
Really? So I take it you attend her tournaments?
I have not had the pleasure of seeing her tournament, but I have seen her battle.
Really? Have
That's
you
just in the
ever...
Hey, no comments from the peanut gallery, unless you're going to play Torsen. Okay? Alrighty.
Well, I'm actually your other guest at the table.
Oh, that's right, you're Simon.
Uh-huh.
Oh, was that a comment from Simon? Because I'd be like, well, my, that's a
That's
little...
a bit risque for somebody
Yes,
who's
it's a
only
little
just met.
bold for a perfect package
He just
stranger.
smirks and says, you seem to be in the height of glow
Oh, well,
on your honeymoon with your husband?
our honeymoon was delayed, because we had our sons.
Battles, huh? Do tell.
Well,
I'm talking to Torsen, not you. Just to let you know. I'm talking to your husband.
well, and I lean forward and say, "It's okay, dear. We don't want to, air out all our dirty laundry amongst all these fine people. It'll have to be a conversation for another time. Wouldn't you agree?"
And just at
Cylinder.
that moment, another member shows up at the table. A young American college student who's been drinking in Amsterdam, and you think...
And he, I'm doing a lot more.
certain of the bakeries.
Honey, there's a lot of things. Amsterdam likes its weed.
Everything is legal in Amsterdam.
Let's
right?
put it this
Everything
way.
is legal.
Colorado's just catching up to them.
Yes.
So-
Hey guys, how's it going?
Bit peckish, are we?
Hello,
You got the hungry
hello,
looks.
and what is
Hi.
your name, young man?
And you notice, by the way, all the women at this table are very attractive. It pulls you out of your stoner haze.
Heck yeah. I
But
got
you
the honey
realize
table.
You've actually had a blood transfusion today too, to make sure you could smoke and do some more things.
That's
Really? Does
demented.
that
Did they
work?
really do that?
Huh.
Seriously?
I don't know.
It's Amsterdam.
I don't imbibe.
That's messed up.
A blood transfusion would help you with
Being high.
Okay, we digress.
Yes, really.
Continue on.
Oh,
Young,
yes.
beautiful, studly
Hello,
guy.
young man.
Stoned
Why
and
don't you
inebriated.
come and sit down next to me?
Okay. I go and sit down next to her.
Okay.
Okay, and I really, really think you would look fabulous in a bathing suit. Ooh, a Speedo. I think
Nobody
we should
looks
try
good
in a
that
Speedo.
out later.
And you're thinking, woohoo!
Okay, you're actually liking this beautiful woman's asking you to go to the pool, and you're thinking, you know what? You thought you had fun in Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So just as the break in the conversation, your other party table guest looks over at you and says, "And where may I have seen you from?"
You are?
I am an international businessman. I do a lot of social networking.
Am I getting any vibe from him with
You actually have
for my
okay,
radar?
Check
He
your
seems
powers
to know
real quick.
everybody. I'm just saying. He's seen everybody before.
Does she have everything her mother does?
She does, but only at Legend 5.
Oh,
So she doesn't have more than 4 in any one thing.
okay.
None of her stuff is.
If you'd like to get an idea of what she's like power-wise...
What's Eternal Vigilance?
Eternal Vigilance, it's the initiative one. But
Okay, then she
you
has
can't be
nothing-
ambushed.
As far as I can tell, she has nothing in the way of.
Perception-y stuff.
Yeah.
Except for her tingle.
Yeah.
It's good
Yeah.
to have a tingle. Okay. He looks across, and all of a sudden, you feel as a little mojo spark shoots between the two of you. You feel for a second there, almost the old tingle like you did for your late husband. A little romantic.
Hildy?
feeling. No, not quite, but just a manly virulence that's getting
There's
your
a
attention.
stirring in your loins.
I'm too cranky for that.
So we
There you go.
gathered.
Want an idea of what your powers are.
Hey, you try being a widow.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So it's like,
And a widow had to send her husband away,
yeah.
and then it's
So,
told that she can't be with him.
I don't know if we've met, but you do seem awfully familiar. Have you been to Buenos Aires?
I have not been to Buenos Aires, but I have been through South America before. Maybe we've run into each other at an airport or something.
Perhaps.
Hopefully it's
What?
not on a plane you've been on.
Well,
And I think I would have.
Well,
I would have remembered once.
out of character, would you like to say who you are?
I'm a Valkyrie out of character. Okay, I'm specifically Sigrun, whose husband died. Okay, and I had to send him to Valhalla. So, but I'm stuck on friggin' Midgard, never to really be with him again. Like, how much does that suck?
So you are a treasure of the
so
slain.
I am, but right now, I pretty much just only do the job when I have to. I'm not like some of my other sisters out there going out and seeking them. Hell no, I'd much rather be alone.
So that way she can tap those who are about to die to go to Valhalla.
Yeah. Usually
You better
kind of
Tap anybody besides something else.
usually kind of tend to hang out in, revolutionaries and people who, inspiring type of thing. But, yeah, I don't like to... I'm here under
Duress.
protest. I don't want to be here. And don't think I'm not jealous of you right now.
I'm so sorry. Don't tap my husband.
Okay.
It's like, if he dies,
Well, if he
doing
dies,
something worthy, he may be...
dude, better not die.
Of course, then there's other things I could do. But we won't get into that.
Well, Simon basically says maybe we could meet for a drink and talk more later.
Am I getting the same tingly vibe that I'm...
You're getting a romantic, charming vibe off of him that he just might be fun to spend some time with. He
Still a
looks-
little pissy.
Okay, he looks at you and does the... I think you may be an amazingly interesting person with many levels to talk about.
He's good. Not that many levels. I'll think about it. Perhaps.
You're like an onion. What about parfait?
Parfait.
Everybody likes parfait.
But an onion
I
make
am-
you cry.
Valkyries are like onions.
They have layers. All right, so you guys...
This one is...
So you guys are having basically small talk through supper. You're having a really, really delicious dinner.
Yeah. Bon appetit.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm plying the young man with drink.
Oh, he is falling for it, especially since you have, Are you using
Snuggled up
epic
next
charisma?
To him. Yes.
You actually
yes,
asked
yes,
to move
yes.
seats because basically,
No, yeah.
the order
no, I
we're
had
sitting
him-
in would be the
yeah.
order that we're sitting.
Well,
so
no,
it's okay. Simon is willing to change seats with you.
Oh, okay. Well, that
To
works.
sit next to
Celinda.
Celinda.
Okay.
And
alright.
so that way
Yeah,
you can
so-
sit against our.
I'm
sorry.
sending derisive looks towards the...
You notice she's doing the mojo on the
I'm
guy.
like, what a tramp. It's like, I know that you got left.
Yeah, I know something's wrong here too.
Okay, so it's dinner breaks, and where are each of you going?
Where's Torsen going?
Torsten is going with his wife. Bitch. Seriously. Do river cruises have entertainment in the evening,
They
or
do.
like gambling or
They
stuff like
they
that?
do.
Okay, well then we'll probably check
let's
in
go
the
gambling.
show. Let's go gambling. Yeah.
could
I'm
be
going
fun.
to take the young man to his room so
His
he can
room.
change, into a bathing suit, and we're going to go and have a little one-on-one in the pool.
Sounds like somebody else is going to be gambling.
Well, he is drowning victim 1 and 2. So it's pre-gone conclusion what's going to happen.
So
Name's
basically,
John.
she's
John Doe.
basically she's
Spelled
taking,
D-O-U-A-G-A.
she's taking you back to your room to change. As you see, your roommate's already there, and he's getting lucky in his bed.
Ew.
Right,
Well,
didn't
no,
you put the
we're just
tie
picking up,
on the
we're just
doorknob?
picking up
No, they're close college buddies.
We're
There's
picking up his bathing suit, and then we're going to go to my room because I'm going to
She's
have
pool
my way
adjacent.
with him before I drown him.
Before, during, and after.
Yes.
Seriously.
Okay.
He's a young man. He can recover quickly.
Have a sandwich.
Okay.
Okay. So, Thora and Thorson, what are you doing?
Well, I think we'll go check out, maybe do a little gambling, and then, because, since we're dressed we're dressed so well,
Okay.
do a little gambling, then see the show.
Okay. Your husband's all cuddly with you, enjoying the time together.
And I'm cuddly right back.
Okay, and what are you doing?
Celinda, she's actually going to be kind of following them. But,
Okay.
you know, nonchalantly,
Third
But-
wheel.
distantly, like play some slots, you know. Take a couple seats a few behind them. Just keeping an eye on them. Drinking.
But I know she's there, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, do you have epic perception?
I don't have epic
Give
perception.
me a perception and awareness. You may not even notice.
Probably not.
It's pretty distracting though with the bright lights. I'm gonna need at least 3 successes.
Well, it ain't gonna happen.
Okay, so she's completely oblivious to you watching.
It's okay.
And go ahead and give me a perception and awareness yourself there to see if you notice someone following you.
Mr. Simon. Monsieur Simon.
Hold on. It doesn't say what her awareness is here. So just roll perception.
Yeah, and add 4 to it.
Add 4?
Add 4 dice, yeah.
Dang.
Alrighty.
And just, it should show what your epics are. If they have them. I don't think they have them.
Actually, I only got a 1.
Okay, you don't notice someone, until all of a sudden next to you, you put your coins in the slot, you pull the slot, and you get a jackpot. And just as you're ignoring the jackpot, I'm
Yeah,
assuming,
I don't care.
all of a sudden someone comes up next and says, "Congratulations, Lady Luck is with you tonight."
And I turn around and let me guess, it's Simon?
It's Simon, and you're definitely getting some charming
Mojo
vibe
off
off of him. And he gently puts a hand on your shoulder, just touching with 2 fingers.
It's gonna make me sad.
And he genuinely looks at you and says, "Please tell me what's got that sad look in your beautiful eyes."
I'm a widow. And you just reminded me of how much I miss my husband.
I'm so sorry, I didn't know. If I may ask, maybe talking about it would help? And he
No. Talking won't help, but thank you.
you seem slightly angry.
I don't want to be here. But I have to.
Are you here on a work obligation?
You could say that. I know. I know he's got mojo.
Yeah, he's got mojo.
Like work it elsewhere.
And
I know you're not what you seem. You know I'm not what I seem. What do you want?
I would want to try to help if I can. Who's wronged you?
The fates.
And he uses blurted out.
The fates.
Oh, someone specifically wronged you.
Oh?
It doesn't say who.
Who's specific?
Odin!
Odin! But isn't he in charge of the Valkyrie?
Yeah, and Odin kind
My
of...
boss! Why do you think I have to be here?
Odin,
Well, I kind of figured that,
Odin arranged the situation so her husband would be a hero and die trying to get back with her.
but...
So I had to send him to Valhalla
And
while
never
I'm
see him
stuck
again.
on Midgard. And I'll never get to see him again.
Do you actually say this?
No, I said Odin.
Okay. Okay, well, I just want to make sure you did, if you did or didn't say this.
Because he's going to offer you something, I'm thinking.
He basically takes a long, deep breath. Unfortunately, Odin, in his quest to prevent Ragnarok, has caused much pain in Midgard and other places.
What do you know of it?
I know many people who've been hurt by Odin before. Myself and
Who are you?
my name is Simon.
Simon, who are you?
And as you say that, he seems to drop a glimmer. And he's a tall, chiseled gentleman with nice angled cheekbones, blonde, with the same blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And says, "I'm sorry for deceiving you earlier. I just wanted to not attract too much attention."
Yeah. I know you want to fit in with the
North.
The
norms,
middies?
the muggles.
As he presents you with a card, and he says, I actually am genuinely sincere in the I wish to help you.
Yeah, after all, if he brings around Ragnarok, you can have your husband again. I'm just saying. Sorry.
Yeah, the Ein.
Ettinyard.
No, it's actually hold on. Einherjar. It's like, even after Ragnarok, the Einherjar aren't free to be. It's like...
Perhaps I could remove him from Asgard for you.
Who are you?
And he just flashes this
That
super charismatic smile. My true name is Sylvester.
Sylvester, tell me who you are.
I'm a scion of Loki. And I wish to prevent my father from going into untold suffering.
Okay, yeah, we all want to stop Ragnarok. And that heralds Ragnarok when he gets free.
First, he has to commit crimes that get him in prison.
Yeah, Balder.
Well, Balder's not dead yet. Balder's still in
Oh.
Asgard. Timeline-wise, Balder has not died.
Okay, good.
So Balder is still up in Asgard, happy. As a Valkyrie, you know this.
Okay, good. Okay.
So
I'm thinking of the actual, historically speaking. But
Fimwinter has to happen, then Balder dies, then...
a Scion of Loki. How the hell do you think you're gonna get somebody out of Valhalla?
I perhaps may be able to...
How the hell?
I perhaps may be able to engineer a situation where he could be somewhere else, where you could actually be happy with him.
I'm gonna take another long drink.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like, what do you get out of this?
My employer would wish for you to help him out.
Who's your employer?
Cert.
You're working for your grandfather.
Yes, I am.
And you're basically telling me you don't want Ragnarok.
I personally don't want Ragnarok to happen, but if I can deceive Cert with your help...
Oh, you're gonna piss off your granddad. Sir, who wants the world to friggin' burn?
Exactly. He wants the world to burn. Do you think I want to end up as a marshmallow? He's prophesied to burn everything.
So why the hell are you working for Cert?
Because if perhaps, much like Odin meddles and he causes things to happen, perhaps I can go in and keep things from happening. If I bring balance back to between the gods and the Titans, balance that the gods themselves ended when they killed the Frost Giant's progenitor. That's why Cert wants revenge on the gods, is because the gods were arrogant enough to kill the Ice Frost Giant's progenitor. A being much like Cert himself, the gods killed it. And Cert then wants justice against the gods.
Okay. Well,
unfortunately, his justice requires all of us to pay.
Frank, I mean, that's very interesting and all. You're working for Titans and Titan spawn. But this is a moot point. Face it. I can't. I can't. And in fact, first of all, my husband probably, I know it's been a long time since I've talked to him, would not appreciate being taken from Valhalla. Second, this goes against my purpose in life.
Your purpose, to be fooled by a man that is almost your grandfather, to steal men for his army and not to care about your choices? If you can help me do this...
Do you like all your relatives?
No, that's why I'm not working for my father.
Yeah, well, it's not quite the same thing. You're a Scion. I'm a Valkyrie.
I know that
it is my purpose in life.
I can help you with this. I can grant you free will. I understand that there are virtues that pull at your heart.
You are a Scion. What level is he?
He's Legend 5.
So that means he's
your
higher legend than me.
Oh, hold on. Let's see here. I'm looking.
Out of game question.
Okay.
Haven't we met Sylvester before?
You have.
But he was wearing a glamour, so
He
I didn't
was wearing
recognize
an
him.
illusion, so you didn't recognize
And I
him.
have no perception.
I'm Legend
so.
5 too.
Uh-huh.
So he's actually a demigod.
Yeah.
He's not a Scion per se.
Well, he's a Scion. Well, he's a Scion now of demigod, not hero level. He's graduated.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, I need more legend.
Because, yeah, he's a demigod.
Don't we all?
And if you are willing to work with me, I can give you the freedom of choice that you have been denied. The freedom to choose.
I choose already, and I choose to stay alone for most of the time. And you know what? I get to do that. There are certain times when, yeah, I have to follow the call. Okay? But you're telling me that I would be able to choose not to do it at all.
You would have free will as if you were almost a Scion or mortal.
And how do you honestly expect a Scion, a demigod, to get somebody out of Valhalla?
I will have my ways. I will sneak him out, and I give you my word.
The word of the son of the trickster.
I give you the word on my life and my power. That I will do everything I can to get him into your arms. To get him to kiss your lips.
Yet you work for Titans.
I work for what I need to get what I need to happen.
I will have to think about it. Until that time, don't fuck with my mission.
I will not err with your mission, because it is not something that I need to stop. But just remember, every day that you decide not to tell me yes, your husband is murdered in the halls of Odin to be born again every day. I merely wish to save him the suffering he has to endure daily.
Damn, he's good.
And you're getting that he is being completely honest with you. And the mere fact that he is offering you the ultimate temptation of cutting the puppet strings. Because remember, when you are called, your virtues force you to go do it.
I have to.
He is offering you free will. The ultimate apple.
I would basically be a demigod, beholden to no one.
Uh-huh.
But my cow power comes from...
No, your power is one that you have. Just like with Freya, she have the dead to her, but unfortunately, Odin made you give him your husband. After engineering the whole situation to make him die like he did. Odin did you dirty.
I'm going to have to think about this.
Okay.
And I'll think about it honestly.
And he gets another drink from the waitress as she walks by and offers it to you. And
Hold it. One more question, Sylvester. Or Simon. I won't rat you out. Why are you on this ship?
I am here because a friend of mine was given tickets. And I want to see how things play out.
A friend of yours was given tickets.
Well, daughters of a friend of mine.
So you're here to watch the show?
I'm just here to see how things play out. So that way I know how to proceed.
I've got my eye on you, Simon.
Okay. And just about as he takes the drink, his hand waves over you with the champagne glass, and as it does, he's back in his illusion. And just about at that point, there's a pair up in the pool in the moonroof area making out in the pool.
Oh my god!
Okay. So you guys getting busy in the pool?
Yeah, but I'm getting a little bored because he has absolutely no conversation whatsoever.
Yeah, he's apparently
Like,
all...
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
I'm a little
what
wasted.
do
He's
you
a
do?
little impaired. You do realize that.
What does Heffring
I
do?
grab him and I lower us down to the bottom of the pool, and he's struggling to get up. But
Well, at first he's not struggling against you because he's kissing you. As so, in other words, as you're saying, you're pulling him under the water, not
Right.
just the bottom of the
Yeah.
pool. So you're pulling him under.
I just
As
wrap
all
my
of a
arms
sudden,
around him,
he starts
and
to
we go
realize
down
that
to
you're
the
keeping him from
bottom.
breathing.
we
He starts
are
to struggle because
on
it's
the
a
bottom of the
natural.
pool.
Gurgle
Yeah, it
louder.
starts to-
Gurgle louder.
As,
That's pretty good gurgling.
That's pretty good gurgling.
That's pretty
As you
good.
drown him, and what do you do? As you
I then pick him up
okay,
and I carry him to the side
okay,
of the boat, and I throw him,
okay.
his body, into the water,
The Rhine.
the Rhine, as a gift for my mother.
As you hear splash.
Yep.
And then you saunter back to your room, or do you disappear into the pool?
No,
It is made from river water, so
right,
it's...
right, yeah, no.
You can literally evaporate into the water.
Yeah, no, actually, my sister, Lorelei, comes up.
That's not till day 2,
No,
day 3,
not
4.
Lorelei.
Oh.
This is your other sister that's there.
Blughada.
Blughada. Bloody hair. The red hair.
She rises up
She rises
the
from the
red hair.
pool.
from the pool and claps for me. And then
Golf clap. Golf clap.
As her body coalesces out of the water, and you see her standing there naked from the waist up, her legs not there, as she claps for your choice.
Brava.
Yes.
As at that point you notice that there's another body sitting down at the bottom of the pool already. Apparently the two of you managed to get the pool area to yourself.
Sister, we have been busy. Mother will be so pleased. Another fair one for her. Or two.
Sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. Never had to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm here to keep my eye on her, caring, sharing every little thing that we are wearing. When a certain gentleman arrived from Rome, she wore the dress and I stayed home. All kinds of weather, we stick together, the same in the rain or sun. Two different faces, but in tight places, we think and we act as one. Those who've seen us know that nothing can come between us. Many men have tried to split us up, but no one can. Lord help the mister who comes between me and my sister. And Lord help the sister who comes between me and my man. Sorry.
Okay.
Had to be done.
It had to be done.
Now do musical numbers.
Scion the musical.
Yes.
Okay, and that's a good place to call it there. Hi, this is Jim from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion Hero to Ragnarok podcast, and the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And I'd just like to say thank you for listening, and may fate always be on your side.
Drowning victim. Go do
Good
your
job,
laundry.
number one.
Okay.